I love being part of the growth process for young people. I love being there to listen to them, to make sure that they're heard, to get to experience new and different things.
I suppose it's never about trying to fit young people into a box within a project. It's always meeting a young person as an individual, whether they have a need or a want in life, and I suppose it's using that as your starting point and progressing young people on from there.
I enjoy working with young people. I enjoy meeting the families, building relationships. I get a lot out of watching young people perform to their strengths, see them achieve their goals, and basically give them somewhere safe, a safe place to be hanging out.
It's all because they've nothing to do, like, they're left with nothing in this place. I mean, that's why they're going and getting people in the community and all that, getting them help out stuff and all that, like, just keep them going.
I got into youth work about 15 years ago. I did my undergrad in social care, and then I decided really quickly that I liked youth work the best. I always felt growing up that young people didn't really get a voice or were pushed into the corner, so I wanted to help young people to get a voice. So I started off in social care and I did my third year placement in youth work. And from then I knew that is exactly what I wanted to do. So I went forward and did a youth and community degree, and then I went into supervision and management. So that's how I got into youth work.
So I originally got into youth work through volunteering with the Nicholas Street Youth Space. I graduated from LIT, now TUS, with a community development degree. So started working with the young people for a couple of years.
I actually got into youth work almost 18 years ago. I started as a volunteer with Limerick Youth Service in a local volunteer-led youth club, and that actually started my journey into youth work. I didn't realise youth work was actually a progressional pathway as a career until I started volunteering. I went back to college and I got a full-time job with Limerick Youth Service as a youth worker, working in County Limerick, and I worked in a variety of projects in around the city as well. And I progressed on from there, and I'm now a youth officer with the Limerick and Clare Education Training Board.
I work for a company, an organisation called Limerick Youth Service. So in our building on Nicholas Street, we have two separate projects. So we have the UBU project and the Youth Diversion project. I'm a member of the Youth Diversion project. So with that, it's more youth justice. So it's young people who have been involved in criminal activity or those at risk of. So every day we'd put interventions in place to try and reduce young people from offending. Part of our job, and that's one of the things that we do, is we work with the family. We work very much on a holistic approach. We work with the family, we work with the schools, we work with every aspect of the young person's life. So we would start from, we work from 12 years and up. So we'd work with young people right through their educational process and often into further education and employment.
I'm with the Limerick and Clare Education Training Board for just over 4 years now as a youth officer, so my role is slightly different. When I was a youth worker, I was working directly with young people and had a responsibility to ensure there was progressional pathways put in place for them and offer them a variety of life choices there as well that they might have not seen as an option prior. My role now, we support the development of youth organisations and ensure that the funding is there for youth organisations to deliver that work directly with young people in local communities.
Part of my role with the Youth Diversion project is to put in place certain interventions to try and help young people in the local area. I'm based in St Mary's Park, so a lot of it is kind of crime prevention, take a strengths-based approach with the young people, find their likes and start meeting them at that level. So, yeah, I get a lot out of helping young people. I get a lot out of watching the families be proud of the young people once they achieve their goals. We recently done an international youth trip. We went to Wales. The family were very supportive of the young people that went, and the young people got a lot out of it. It's very rewarding.
Helping out the community and all that, sure. Help them how to self-defence, how to house manage, with self-defence and all that, just in case they get bullied like that, or just keep them disciplined or keep them focused on stuff, like keep their mentality stable as well. Used to be in the club then for about a few months. Had to go over it then, wasn't really much of a reason, but had to get over it, and stuck with the third group now. doing the boxing, and I feel it now has a good impact on people now. Say if they want to, say if they don't like soccer, say if they don't like rugby or anything like that. Say if they want to give someone a slap, you know what I mean? Join in a bit of boxing, anything, like, you know what I mean? I know I have to start over something these days, but still, like, at least something for people to do, like. There's nothing wrong with us.
It's one of those jobs, like, you're not going to be a millionaire as a youth worker, but I suppose it's really having a passion for work, and I suppose having a passion for changing the lives of young people, and I suppose really making the difference there within local communities as well. And I suppose just being there for young people, to be young people in their own community as well, and actually wanting the best for them. So I suppose if that's what you're about, this is definitely the line of work for you.
If you're coming from a social care discipline, to try lots of different aspects. If you're coming directly in from youth work, you've probably already had a good idea, but to try every form of youth work, because there's a lot. There is youth clubs, youth cafes, ability projects, diversion projects. So to try all of them and then to see which is the area you'd like to do the most.
I would definitely say approach it with an open mind, definitely not to be anywhere judgmental at all. Realise that every young person has a lot of strengths. Be open-minded and supportive of young people.